Shalom. Today's video is titled, Where is the Love? Let's get into it. I'm convinced this world does not comprehend the true meaning of love. Well, love starts with loving your Creator, the Most High Yah, which is hard for a lot of people due to the fact they don't understand Him or know Him. Most people are stuck with the notion that the Most High Yahuwah is just an invisible man in the sky, never really getting to know and understand the truth. The others are just waiting for proof of His existence. Meanwhile, the sun rises and falls, the seasons change, babies are born, people live and die. Once you get to know the Most High Yahuwah, you get to know and understand the love of Him, yourself, and your neighbors. When Mashiach came to earth, our communities was in the same condition it is currently, maybe even worse now, mental slavery. Mashiach's biggest opposition was religious people, aka Pharisees, aka people that talk about how good they are living, but actually living just as evil as the world. Now the sinners, on the other hand, knew how wrong they were living, and when they heard Mashiach talk, they were astonished by the authority he spoke with. 5,000, sometimes 7,000 people. When you love someone, you tend to correct them in measures. And when you don't love them, you allow them to continue to walk in ignorance, aka darkness. The hate for one another runs deep in the Hebrew/Black community. The reason Mashiach had to teach on love, on loving Yahuwah, self-love, and loving your neighbor is because there was a lack of love and knowledge of how to love in our community, then and now. Religious folks acting good, living evil. Matthew 23:24-25. And it reads, Ye blind guides, which strain at a net and swallow a camel. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Hypocrites equals pretenders or a liar. Teaching love, principle and law of love. The greatest commandment, Matthew 22, verses 37-40, and it reads, Yahusha said unto him, You shall love Yahuwah Eloheka, Yahuwah your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is likened unto it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the Torah or law and prophets. Hallelujah. The first and great commandment. And this is pertaining to Matthew 22:37. Love the Most High Yah. Deuteronomy 10:12. And now, Yasharel, what does Yahuwah Eloheka, Yahuwah your God, require of you, but to fear Yahuwah Eloheka, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve Yahuwah Eloheka with all your heart and with all your soul, to guard the commandments of Yahuwah and his statutes, which I command you this day, for your good. Hallelujah. The second is like unto the first commandment, Matthew, and this is pertaining to Matthew 22:39, loving yourself and your neighbor as yourself. The law of love, if you want to read it in its entirety, you can find it in Luke chapter 6, verses 27-36. This is Luke chapter 6, verse 31. As you would that men should do to you, ye do also to them likewise. In other words, treat others how you want to be treated. And these are some precepts pertaining to that verse. And this is Romans 13:8. Owe no man anything, but to love one another. For he that loves another has fulfilled the law or Torah. Romans 13:9. For this, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not kill, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness, you shall not lust. And if there be any other commandments, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love your neighbor as yourself. Summary. Summing things up. If you live in love and work in love, it is hard for you to commit any of those sins. So focus on the first two commandments, and you can't go wrong. The best place to start is with yourself and with your neighbor and your community. And community is communication plus unity. And you'll have a common unity, which will make a community. All praises to Adonai Yahuwah. Shed light on life, and I want to say thank you to Adonai Yahuwah for giving us an example in Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach. Shalom.
Spread the love, spread the love, spread the love, 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 spread the love. Please forgive, don't hold a grudge. Feel the love, spread the love. Look at her face, you can tell she need a hug. Don't hesitate if that's your brother, show him love.